the following presentation of the National Football League.
Just about set for football as we welcome you to SoFi Stadium, Inglewood, California. Coming up, Southern California rivals collide. It's the Rams and the Chargers on EA Sports. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think...
Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football. How about that? The quarterback able to spot the ball on the ground, gets on it, and keeps it for the offense.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. It's another run here for Williams. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
7-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Los Angeles.
More often than not, Mike, when a team decides to keep the ball on the ground on a 3rd and long like this, typically the next play is either a punt or a field goal. But give credit here to this play caller. He saw something in the defense, gives the ball to his back, and he's able to pick up big yardage and the first down.
Nakua snags it over the middle. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain
Stafford
of
on target to Puka. And the Rams have a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here?
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
6 yards.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Intended for this
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
So fourth down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and come out to the 20-yard line. So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. On time, athletic. And he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. First-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
They'll run with Vidal. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Here's a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards.
They get 19 on that pass play. First down, L.A.
1st and 10.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
It's a loss of 2.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Herbert. Open man is the tight end, Disley. It's a gain of 19 in the air. And the Chargers have the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
They'll give this to Vidal. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Motion man is Johnston. Herbert now on first down. He'll get this complete left side to Johnston. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Herbert going to try to throw on third down. To the goal line and in.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead.
Chargers 7, Rams 0. Cameron Dicker.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, this is Blake Corum. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Rams offense ready to see the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And they'll knock him down just shy of the 40. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
First down, Rams.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Stafford. Finds Nakua on the slant. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He will go all the way.
Touchdown.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Now, the extra point.
For the extra point.
He knocks it through. And the Rams will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Chargers offense about ready to get going on their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. On play action, it's Herbert. The pressure, it's too much, and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Disley is the man in motion. On play action now. Herbert. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. They get 21 on that one. It's good for a Charger first down. Now a play fake. Herbert. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 1. On the ground, they'll go with Vigil. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Not much happening there, just a short game.
Kobe Turner on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Rams' 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's second and 8. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. All even on the scoreboard. We're back in Southern California in a moment. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter. Second down, 8 yards to go as we are ready to get back underway. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. And it's going to be third down.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
Disley is the man in motion. Throwing is Herbert on third down. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Lad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And that'll set up fourth down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. This one grabbed by Nakua. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
A give left side. Here's Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
The motion man is Nakua. And some problems communicating on third down, and that's going to be a delay. So now, after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
A fair catch will be taken here with that flag down by the punter, and this might keep the drive alive. 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. That one caught by Adams. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
Rams.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Throw here down the field will fall incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
2nd down, it's Stafford. To the left side, and Adams has it. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Dante Jackson that time in on the tackle. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. They go play action with Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 10.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
He'll complete it to Adams. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Man in motion is Smith. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Stafford to throw again. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Ever so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
That's going to be blocked.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a first down.
So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. A handoff, and this is Vidal. And he'll be forced out of bounds, just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Herbert. What the man Johnston, he's got it. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
5-yard gain on the play.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. And he won't get away. Good tackle there to get him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Allen in motion. Quick throw, taken in. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. Here's 1st and 10. Here comes Vidal. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
He was tackled at the 27.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. It's Vidal. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Brings up second.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Disley is the man in motion. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Short throw, taken in by Disley. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Shotgun now for Herbert. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
A 43-yard attempt.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
A return now from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Stafford. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. It's an incompletion.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
A quick slant, and here's Adams. Give him 14 on that one. First down, L.A.
First down, Rams.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Stafford now on 2nd down. Nakua pulls it in. And he's out of bounds with the first down, but looks like this one might be coming back. Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Stafford. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. Here's Ethan Evans now as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Chargers offense about ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Two minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Now it's Herbert. Pass caught right side by Conklin. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Disley is the man in motion. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's J.K. Scott now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. Here comes Smith on the return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Rams offense ready for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
2nd and 10. Parkinson in motion. To throw on 2nd down, Stafford. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, they're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
The Chargers offense back onto the field for their next possession. Try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Aside, he's got the tight end, Disley. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now give on the ground. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. It's 3rd and 4. Motion man is Johnston. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Throwing now is Herbert. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming up.
Looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. It's Stafford throwing from the pistol. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Throw on 3rd down, Stafford to the left side, and Adams has it. Rams use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. That's the former Raider All-Pro Khalil Mack in there to drop him. That time, it's a loss of 7.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henry.
And Mike, as bad as things seem, especially after that last play, the key to playing quarterback in this league, if you're going to allow bad plays to lead to more bad plays, you're not going to last very long. So it's the value of, hey, can you win the next play? And then the play after that. Those are the guys that really make it in this league, and we're going to get a good test of it right here.
And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. First and 10. And the short one taken in by Conklin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Just take what the defense is giving you. You can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Tyler Conklin. And it'll be third down.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a Big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on third and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
He'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
He throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Second and 11. Disley is the man in motion. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. Pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up third and 12.
Disley is the man in motion. Throwing is Herbert on third down. And that is incomplete.
Intended for
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
The Chargers get set to kick it away. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight.
The Rams take over.
Rams offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Man in motion is Smith. On first down, it is Williams. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Dayon Henley there on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Off play action. It's Stafford. He'll get this out wide. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
This kick
Fair catch.
hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Chargers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. The drive will start on the ground, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On first down, Herbert. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
And good blocking up front. He's paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 31, here comes a 2nd and a yard. On play action, it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. That's on the guard, Zion Johnson. Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll get this to Disley on the right. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Herbert now on first down. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
So second down, and they'll run it. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
From the gun, it's Herbert. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down.
And the Chargers.
Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Second down, they need 3. They'll run here with Patterson. And this one blown up. Good surge. Drop him. A loss on the play. Back to the 9-yard line.
Back at the 9-yard line.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Motion man is Johnston. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That one, take it in.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Point after now from Dicker.
Extra point.
He gets it to go. And the Chargers up their lead. It's now 24-7.
Rams 7. Cameron Dicker.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, here comes Corum. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. First and 10. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On first down, right back to Williams. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Stafford. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
You see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on 1 or 2 of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
Parkinson in motion. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That one caught by Smith. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They put Adams in motion. Man in motion, heading right. They go play action with Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
On the give, it's Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's 3rd and 2. Fourth quarter begins, and it's a run by Williams. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
3rd down and short. You decide to hand the ball off. What you're really telling yourself is just pick up enough yards to reset these downs. But in this case, the back had a whole lot more in mind. He saw the crease, and he hit it, and it led to a big gain.
That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. That's hauled in at the 2. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Williams, and he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
The motion man is Nakua. Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the play off on 3rd and short. So backed up now to the 8-yard line. It's 3rd and goal. Parkinson in motion. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. This one caught at the 4.
Stafford's pass.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Rams are back within 2 scores. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down.
Ball start.
Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. Throwing, Stafford. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Point after try forthcoming.
For the extra point.
The kick is good. And the Rams back within 10. It's now 24-14.
14.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Davis now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. Remember, he had the touchdown catch from last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
It's a gain of 18. And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, They might be running out of time.
They'll run with Vidal. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll give this to Vidal. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Herbert to throw. On the out, connected with Allen. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd
It's a
down.
gain of 4.
This pitch
Brings
and
up
catch may
3rd
have looked
and
routine,
6.
but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Disley is the man in motion. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. From the gun on 3rd down, Herbert. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. It's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Complete to number 19. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And for the moment, that's a 1st down, but we do have a marker down. Let's see if this one will hold up. Stafford now on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Down the sideline, inside the 25. Guarani brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. And the Chargers have the 1st down. Herbert keeping it on the zone read. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Now, Herbert. That is caught. What a throw. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Kicker now for the extra point. The kick is good. Chargers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
14.
After touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Stafford now to the left side, and Adams has it. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw is Stafford. He'll find the rookie from Oregon, Terrence Ferguson. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Rams first down.
Rams.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screenplay is, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Stafford to throw again. There's that man again. Another catch. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of
17 yards that time for number 17.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. You've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
I'll throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
A just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. It was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. The Chargers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. On the ground, they'll go with Vidal. And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 2nd and 2. A handoff, and this is Vidal. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
4 yards. And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here comes Vidal. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Vidal. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
McConkey in motion. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.